TheSmartLocal.com.
Everything we've seen so far is super beautiful and photogenic. It looks exactly like the Abu Dhabi filter that you see on Instagram actually.
And it's really thanks to Klook that we're here in the first place, and you've already gotten necessities such as our 3G SIM card and Wi-Fi. So today we're actually going to spend the whole day exploring the city, such as landmarks like
We're now at a very sunny Al Fahidi historical neighborhood. Fun fact, as you can see, a lot of buildings in Dubai are colored this way because the region is very prone to sandstorms. So they decided that they would just make it brown anyway. Yeah, adaptation.
all around us is very traditional buildings of how Dubai was like. So they use a lot of natural materials such as sand, and you can also notice that there are very few windows because they used to value privacy a lot. Hi guys, so now we're actually in Green Planet. We're sort of like an indoors rainforest, so think of it as like a gardens by the bay.
Okay, so what I have behind me is a bat cave, which is really scary for me. To me, bats are like flying rats. Like, what's the point of their existence even? But I feel like we have to do it lah, because it's for content, right? And then cannot be like scaring chaos. Then yeah lor, so just do lor.
Where are the beds?
You see them?
Where?
I don't want to see, I don't want to see.
Oh, is there a shadow? Oh my god!
I'm just gonna look at the ground.
Okay.
I'm not even making eye contact with any of them.
Okay, you see the bed? You see the bed?
No.
So it flew.
Oh my!
Sorry!
Okay, I thought, okay. Oh. Just
It flew straight towards me eh.
Okay, as you guys know, right, we went on a cruise.
And 30 days later, we have arrived in Singapore.
We have a Singapore flyer here, and then out in the distance, right? Out in the distance, there is Gardens by the Bay.
We feel very at home eh.
Yeah, this is literally home, eh? Like being transported on limousines and having dinner on yachts is very normal to us.
Belonging, and it's a very like nice sense of belonging. Oh no,
I don't think we can go back just to be
Yeah, maybe we can take Uber,
like Grab.
Chopper.
Grab.
Uber Chopper.
Good morning guys, so we are starting day 2 in a shopping mall when all the shops are still closed because we have an exclusive media preview to the Dubai Aquarium.
Yep, and it's actually the world's second largest aquarium in the world's biggest shopping mall.
Yeah, and it seems like an ongoing theme in Dubai is whatever other people can do, you just do 10 times more exaggerated.
Yeah.
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Sydney. See, I feel like Nemo has been a great education about marine life for people all over the world. It's so iconic eh. Like when they see a clownfish, they don't say clownfish, they say Nemo. That's where you know you've made it as a fish. Hashtag relatable. So what's up everyone on Earth? We have gone from underwater to the top of the world because we are at the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the entire world.
And from here, right, we can see all the attractions that we see in Dubai for the past few days.
Yeah, you can even see like our hotel buildings, the 3/4 MBS, that kind of thing. And even if you're someone who's not a fan of observatory decks like Taipei Yao Ling Yao or like Singapore Flyer, you have to come here when you're in Dubai. This is like, there's no excuse. 45-minute car ride, we are finally at the activity we are most excited about, and that is the Desert Safari. And right now we are taking a pit stop for the car mechanics to decompress the tires so that it will have better grip on the sand later, which is kind of like the grip that a camel's feet has on the sand. Yeah. Animal Planet facts.
The place here is really very beautiful. When we stepped out of the car, it was just a very nice view of the sand dunes, which are huge, and also the blue sky. So the contrast is really very nice.
And I think that if you're in Dubai, right, you have all these skyscrapers, all these amazing buildings, but if you just make a day trip to the outskirts and you have like just the sky and the sand, it's an amazing break from the city. So I can't wait for what's in store! One of the best decisions that we made today is to have a light lunch.
Yeah.
That was a wild ride on so many levels. Oh my god, but it's so beautiful. This is like Windows wallpaper. Windows XP. We are going to do sandboarding now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really? Okay, so we have now arrived at a campsite in the middle of nowhere, and just now the car was just telling Jess that maybe we can't sit on camels after all because it's getting really late. And then from the distance we saw like the silhouette of the camel.
And then we were like,
Oh my god!
it was a moment of pure joy.
Yeah, this is our camel. His name is Raja, and it will be Jess's and my right for this evening.
Just FYI, Raja means king, so he's the king of all the camels.
Royalty fit for royalty. Okay, let's mount the camel. Okay, we are ready. Oh no, not Raja.
Oh, sorry, Raja. Oh no.
It's like a quick reality check. We're not royalty after all.
Okay, we are plebeians.
Wow, I'm actually a bit scared.
excited.
I feel like once the camel fully extend its limbs, we are suddenly going to be really high.
Oh my god, is it? Oh.
I don't even know what to say to the camera right now
I'm
actually.
just in awe.
Okay, so we have come to the end of day 3. Time flies, and we're ending the day at the Desert Safari, which is hands down my favorite part of the trip so far.
We heard that there's a surprise from the producers for us tomorrow, which we have no idea what it's about, but we are excited and we are ready
To sleep.
Yeah, that too. We are so ready to sleep right now.
Yes!
Okay, bye!
Good morning.
Morning.
Today is day.
You look cheeky. What are you?
Okay, I have a surprise for you.
What's
Take,
that?
just take.
We are very wary.
For today's activity, we are going to do it Katy Perry style. You're hot, then you're cold. We are going skiing at Mall of Emirates Ski Dubai. Okay, oh my god, so we are going from the desert to ice, cold, frostbite.
Yeah.
Humming little boys all over Dubai. Actually just one. Monogamy.
Yeah, that works.
We have arrived at the massive IMG World. Only in Dubai do you have an indoor theme park that is all of 28 football fields big.
We are gonna try 3 thrill rides at least, right? So there's the Velociraptor, the 90-degree roller coaster drop, as well as a Thor Thunder ride, which is essentially a spinning thing.
that James is a freaking fraud? Because
Yes.
before we went on the ride, right, he was like the only person whose seat was not belted in. And then he's like, oh my god, I'm scared. The moment we got to the ride, woo!
No, you know my
What the
concept.
heck?
You know my theory is right. If it's gonna give way, might also just give way all the way.
Wow. Okay, so our last stop of the trip is going to be Bollywood Park.
It's actually the first ever Bollywood theme park in the entire world, right? And we heard there's going to be street performances, musicals, as well as a lot of rides that we can go and try out.
And I think even if you don't watch Bollywood films, like for me, I've only ever seen 3 Idiots, you can still appreciate the trademarks of Bollywood films, like the wardrobe, the glitz, the glamour, and the music especially. So I'm really excited to see how the place looks like after sundown. So let's go! Is this the part that we have to dance? Better stretch first in case I sprain something. So we've come to the end of our trip in Dubai. I think to sum it up, right, Dubai is like a place where anything that another city can do, they can do it better and faster and bigger and in gold possibly.
Yes. We saw a lot of interesting things, like, you know, we actually saw something that looks like a Singapore flyer in the Gardens by the Bay, and we saw a lot of like things like, you know, Shake Shack, the very international kind of elements thing. But besides that, right, there's also a very authentic side which I really like, which is like, you know, there's this desert safari that we went to. So that side of Dubai that we saw, right, the very nature kind, is something that is very, I think personally, is very magical and very beautiful. And of course, camel riding. Nothing can beat that,
oh my
okay?
God. And the thing is, the desert safari, right, like it sounds like something that is very exotic, but it's actually quite affordable. Like I would highly encourage. It's like a compulsory activity. It is so experiential. You don't just get to see it, you get to feel it, you get to taste the food. Yeah, you get to feel like the sweat clog up your pores, and that's part of the experience. And
So most of the activities that we did, right, can be found on Klook. For example, like all the water parks, all the theme parks, also the desert safari experience.
so when you book these activities on Klook, not only do you get instant confirmation, you also get discounted prices. And I think on top of all these activities, something which I personally can vouch for would be the internet services, because it's something that I use every single time I travel. Super reliable, super fast, super hassle-free. Okay, another super important pro tip. When you are in Dubai, it is the last place where you want to be stranded in a queue for 1.5 hours just waiting to get into an attraction. So this is where, like, if you have an online booking, you can just go straight to the express queue. And Six Flags is coming to Dubai Parks and Resorts in 2019, so that's something that you might want to look out for also. We passed by the construction site many times. It looks massive. It always looks massive, basically, whenever you're in Dubai.
We are not surprised
There's
anymore.
just so much space. Okay, so if you like what you saw, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time we travel together, bye!
Bye!